This episode is brought to you by the Mom and Dad Cuss a Little podcast. Do you want your parenting podcast to be a little more reality and a little less sunshine and daisies? As parents to 4 boys, Adam and Rihanna Higgins tell you the truth about parenting without all the sugar-coated bullshit. So, before you have kids, subscribe to Mom and Dad Cuss a Little on iTunes or your favorite podcasting app. And if you've already got kids, we're sorry.
Hey Dad, it's time for your show.
Beginning ODO podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the ODO podcast, where normal is not my specialty. That's right, on this show we don't really have a set format, we just kind of grab an idea and roll with it and see where the train of thought takes us. I am your host, Adam Higgins, the Odd Dad Out, the most famous man on the internet. You can find me at oddadout.blogspot.com and on Twitter and Facebook at oddadout. Speaking of social media, have I ever mentioned how much I suck at it? Really? I'm kind of old-fashioned that way. Honestly, the only reason I have a Facebook account is because my wife made it. Which got me to thinking, and in the podcasting world, they tell you basically social media is your friend. It is one of the most powerful marketing tools you can have. And it's true in a lot of ways, but it's a great marketing tool for people in a general way, but in podcasting it's kind of your bread and butter in that you can theoretically reach millions of people out there if you have the right connections. Well, I don't have those kind of connections because I'm fucking antisocial. I suck at social media. I'm not one of those people who goes out, and I'm not a Kardashian. I don't go out and friend every fucking person that I find. Twitter and Facebook and everybody will tell me, oh, because you are you like this person or you like this thing, here's a suggestion of somebody else. I don't fucking know people. My Facebook is primarily full of family. There's a handful of accounts and things like that I follow that are like bands and things that I know. And when I first got into the social media game in the modern times, that was basically it. Because for me, like, I'm just not that obsessed with it, I guess. I'm a bad millennial. I'm technically a millennial. I was born in 84. I'm 31 years old. I'm in that prime millennial age where I should be obsessed with social media and followers and all this sort of bullshit. But I'm really not. As a podcaster, I have a vested interest in followers and subscribers and people listening to the show. But I care less about being popular on Twitter than I do about just getting somebody to listen to my show. And I started thinking back. I was like, okay, well, what is social media like in my life? Social media has fucking grown. I remember, really dating myself. Not that giving my exact year of birth and age isn't already actually literally dating myself. But I remember when, social media was, you had Yahoo Messenger. Now, I realize it still exists. My phone keeps telling me to download it. But I had Yahoo Messenger. And I had AOL. Yeah, everybody. AOL Instant Messenger, or AIM. Believe it or not, my primary email address is actually an AIM email address. I've had it that long. I know, it's sad. I don't use it for much. That's usually where all my spam email ends up. That's where the subscriptions to bullshit end up. I have nice, happy, professional emails and grown-up email addresses now. But I still use that one for a lot of shit. That aside, that was social media for me. That was, that was how you communicated. That was the kids' network. Never mind the, You've Got Mail movie that was that more of it took place through instant messenger than it did through actual AOL email. But that was it for me. That was as far as I went. That was communicating with people, and that was how the only way I fucking socialized. I'm not a social person. I'm not a go out to parties and clubs, and I was a bad teenager. I didn't do shit in my 20s. I was a restaurant manager. I was working. I was professional. I didn't go out and party. I didn't go to raves. I didn't do reckless things. And I'm not a social person. It's just not me. I apologize to the rest of the millennial culture. I don't fucking get you. Social media to me is a fucking waste of time other than as a marketing tool. And I'm old school when it comes to marketing stuff. Make flyers and fucking put shit on walls, and like I think that for me to market this show I probably need to get a fucking Xerox, because that's the only way. That's not how I know marketing. That's what I know. I suck at, like, I think I still have a MySpace page somewhere. Now I know MySpace got bought by Justin Timberlake a long time ago, because I follow entertainment news and shit like this. So I know Justin Timberlake bought a big chunk of MySpace a while back. But beyond that, I think they just wiped everybody's account. I'm curious. I should probably go and look and see if my MySpace account is still active somewhere. It'd be really funny if it is. But even that, the only reason I got that is because I had a bunch of friends and I had a girlfriend who had a MySpace, and so I got a MySpace, and it was more communication with. It was a fucking wall. It was how everything talks about your wall and all this shit. Now, MySpace was like a fucking not a billboard, a bulletin board. You posted shit and pictures, but you didn't do much, and almost everybody had copyrighted music on their MySpace page. And I think that was how everybody. That's where the millennials all learned to code, because you had to fucking know HTML code to update your fucking MySpace page. And so everybody learned fucking HTML code in the late 90s to do their fucking MySpace page. I forgot it. And I had cheat sheet bullshit. So it's like, oh, input this here and do this bullshit here, and and then you can make a picture of a cat. That was my MySpace experience. And fucking MySpace was so emo. It was either sunshine and daisies and hamster dance type stuff, or it was, blood, death, black, that was MySpace. That was how MySpace was. I have no clue what the fuck MySpace looks like now. I know it still exists. That's all I know. I know Justin Timberlake bought it, and I think it's primarily like a music type thing where it's more for bands to have like a show page or like a band promotional web page kind of thing. I think, but you do that on Facebook too. But I think like the structure, whatever it is. And that's just because, I read. Believe it or not, my wife doesn't believe it, but I actually read, and so I do know that was what the design for modern MySpace is. Again, I don't look. I think it'd be really funny if I look and find my MySpace page is still there, but here we are now, and this is what we've got, and now everybody's on Facebook all the time. I heard, and it's one of those young people things, that you've got to communicate with the youngsters and the high schoolers now that Facebook is so out. I don't fucking know. Yes, I have a Facebook. Yes, I check my Facebook every day. Why? Because Facebook reminds you every goddamn day to check it. Every day at 8:30, I get a reminder. You have memories from Facebook. It's like, yes, I have memories. I have memories. And some of that's cool. And my son just had a birthday, so every day it's here's the picture of me in Scrubs. Here's the first picture of Damien. Here is the first picture of my sister holding him. Here's the first picture of Charlie getting to hold him. And so it's like every fucking day it's another picture of it's the first week of a new baby. Okay. And every, when you have a kid and you have social media and you post every fucking thing on social media. But that's what people do. They post every fucking thing. I post everything like that on social media as an obligation to my family, because a lot of them aren't here, so it's fair. That's how they find shit. But it's also, like, do you need to post pictures of your fucking lunch on Facebook? Was there something wrong with it? Oh, you just had a salad. Was it a especially attractive salad? Why did you put a picture of your salad on Facebook? Oh, it's art? No. The end. No. I don't get that. And it's the selfie. That's not even selfie. That's the weird food picture shit. Fucking people. That's all. I get. It goes back to the principle of I don't fucking know people. I don't get people. I don't understand how people obsess over the social media thing and the Facebook pictures and the how many fucking likes you get and the shares and the retweets. And again, I'm total hypocrite here in the nagging and ranting and bitching about this. I have a Facebook, I have a Twitter, I have a Google Plus page, I have a Tumblr, and I as much as I suck at all the rest of them, I really suck at Tumblr because from what I gather of Tumblr is for making memes. It's basically it. It's like a blogging site, but it's for making memes. It's for coming up with weird, funny shit and pictures and sharing shit like that. People don't go to read Tumblr. People go to look for a fucking picture. That's what Tumblr is. You go there for funny cat pictures and weird memes and shit. I suck at Tumblr. I use Tumblr like I use Twitter and Facebook and Google+. It is for promoting the show. Nobody wants to listen to your show on Tumblr. Nobody wants a picture of your logo on Tumblr. That's it. I have a Pinterest also. For those of you, I think I've mentioned before. Yes, I'm a straight male. Yeah, straight male. I am a heterosexual guy. And I have a Pinterest. And why do I have a Pinterest? Because my wife signed me up for it. I don't even know my fucking Pinterest password. If I have one, I don't know. She took my phone, she put Pinterest on it, and she said, "Hey, I got you a Pinterest so that I can send you pictures." You realize you usually just hold your phone out and show me the pictures. I will admit, I have found Pinterest useful for looking for recipes for some things. At the same time, Google is just as effective. So, there. But I find myself I go back to I suck at social media in a general way. Like, I follow a handful of people that I like, celebrities that I think are cool, like, and shows and other podcasts and things like this, and like the podcasters that I really admire and the guys that I listen to. I follow all of them on Twitter, but I'm not hanging on their every breath. I'm not commenting on a TV show. It's usually I go and Twitter reminds me a couple times a day to fucking check it. God damn it, I don't care who followed who. I don't care if this guy just followed that guy. Stop it. That's not what I'm about. I'm about sending out whatever and sending, like, I think about the only thing I put out is episode updates and reminder to listen to the episode. And after about, I refrain from being spammy because there's, those guys that like fucking Twitter bomb and send bullshit thousands of downloads. It's like, here, follow me. It's like iTunes, fucking red flags and bullshit and screaming at you to listen to their fucking show. And they'll follow any and everybody that has podcast or anybody if Twitter recommends it or whatever. They just want numbers. They want followers. They want likes. They want retweets. And I don't do that. I hate that bullshit. Fucking Facebook tells me all these people to follow. I don't want to follow those people. Like, I suck as a promoter, I think. I suck as a promoter because I understand that the point is to get the word out to as many people, but I'm a quality versus quantity kind of guy. I think if I pulled up my Twitter, which I'm not going to do right now because then I'd be fumbling with shit. If I pulled up, I think I follow like 150 people on Twitter. And I think I'm followed by somewhere around 60. And probably half of those 60 are other podcasters who will follow fucking anybody. I get random shit. And it's like, I think one of the followers I have is actually a designated driver service in Napa Valley. I was like, why are you following? It's like, unless you're listening to my show, I don't understand why you're following me other than just enjoying the show. Which, if you're following me on Twitter because you enjoy the show, I love you. You're awesome. If you're following me on Twitter because you want another number, you want a bigger number next to your fucking Twitter name, you can unfollow me. It's cool. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not seeking a million Twitter followers. I'm not trying to be one of your millions of Twitter followers. I've considered thinning out, but for me, I'm right now in the beginning days of this show, and yes, I'm under a year, and I'm under a year's worth of episodes, so I'm still in the beginning days of this show. I still fumble. I still struggle for whatever. I still think, what the fuck am I going to talk about today? I've still got details to work out. I don't have an odddadout.com, so I'm still an early podcaster. I still have to build my audience. I still have to spread the word. And being an antisocial asshole like I am, antisocial, yep, I said it, new words. Being antisocial as I am, I'm no good with the going out in public. The going out in public and saying, hey, listen to my podcast, or go out and do this. It's just kind of the thing that people, they just want that like. They want that whatever. And will do whatever they have to do to get it. People want to have a million fucking followers on Twitter. They want to have a million followers on Facebook. They want a million fucking people on Instagram and Snapchat. And incidentally, I'm just fumbling over words tonight. I am. I think I'm actually thinking faster than I can talk today. And y'all know I can just fucking talk. Incidentally, I do not have a Snapchat or an Instagram because I am not that damn photogenic, and I'm not gonna sit there taking fucking pictures. I've been picked on by my wife for snapping a lot of pictures on a particular road trip for work. I had a road trip to the Grand Canyon, and so I decided at every stop along the way I was gonna take a picture and update it on Facebook, and I'm like, hashtag Grand Canyon run, and my wife was picking on me all fucking day. Like, oh my god, that was so gay. You know what? I don't do that shit. So, I thought it would be a nice little thing. Every other motherfucker does it. Everybody else in the damn world does a million fucking pictures of shit. That's what Instagram is based around. Is assholes taking stupid pictures of stupid shit for no fucking reason. And posting it up and sharing it, and they have it on Instagram, and it's connected to their Twitter, and it's connected to their Facebook, and their fucking Google Plus, and their god fucking every damn thing, and then they video themselves on Snapchat in the fucking car, singing along to the radio until the light changes, and they crash into a fucking bus. Okay, that got a little dark there. But I've witnessed the bullshit. I've witnessed somebody on fucking Snapchat recording themselves in the fucking car like it's a music video. Like, dude, you're gonna fall out of your goddamn car. Put the fucking phone down. Fuck, I hate Snapchat. It's stupid. I'm going to do everything I can to avoid the fucking Snapchat. More because I'm not photogenic. But I know there are guys that use it. I know there are fucking politicians that use it. I don't get it. It's like, no. Hillary Clinton does not need to be on Snapchat. Go away. Okay, Hillary Clinton needs to go away. Yeah, not to be political. Not political at all. She's just fucking annoying. You're Hillary Clinton. Go away. Donald Trump needs to go away. All the fucking political people need to shut the fuck up. I think we need to shake up the fucking political 8-ball or whatever the fuck. Somebody reach into the fucking Scrabble bag and pull out some new politicians, please. Because we've got a bunch of fucking idiots out there right now. Like, all of Congress, all of everybody. We got a bunch of fucking idiots. So, we need a new choice for everybody. Anyway, that's the closest I want to get to direct political ranting at the moment. Because right now, everybody's doing that shit. Social media is full of fucking political bullshit. It's the other thing I hate about social media. Shut the fuck up about your goddamn political views. I don't care. I don't care if you support Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, because you've got a socialist who's probably not going to survive if he was elected. You've got fucking Hillary Clinton. Enough said. Never mind the fact that there's all the fucking scandally bullshit. And then you've got Donald Trump, who's just a fucking business guy with a big fucking mouth. So, who has a pretty good talent for banging really hot models and having some pretty attractive daughters. I'll give him that. Minus that, go away. Everybody, fucking go away. We need to shake up the fucking yachts you can. Give us 3 new fucking politicians. Or more politicians. Give us people that have an idea. Anyway, again, I said enough of the political thing. Enough of the fucking political thing. I'm back on the stupid social media. Because fucking social media is stupid. In general. I hate it. I suck at it. I don't sit there and post all the bullshit. I don't sit there. And again, there are people that I follow that I respect, that I think are funny. There's comedians and different people. I like the guys that sit there and like every Monday I'm going to post up a throwback video from this thing from forever ago. One of the things that I love to follow on Twitter, and a few things on Twitter that I really pay attention to. It's called the Monday Mitch. And it's just like a meme of a Mitch Hedberg quote. It's like, yeah, because that's fucking funny. It's just a nice little quote of the week kind of thing. I was like, yeah, that's cool. Because he's fucking hilarious. Shit like that. Little quotes and shit. And it's not political. It's not something stupid. It's something entertaining. I fucking, Kanye West Twitter rants. Like, really? You know what? You could have probably done that in a much more efficient way. 140 characters is a highly inefficient way to communicate. I suggest a New York Times post. It'd be great for business for them. You could promote it on your Facebook page or on your Twitter. Say, hey, I have this bullshit in the New York Post. Read it. The New York Post would probably pay you for that shit. Hey, Kanye, I bet you wouldn't have $50 million in fucking debt if you would just take out a fucking New York Times post for your rant and have the New York Times pay you for the rant. I bet you they'd pay you lots of money because of all the people who are going to buy that fucking paper because Kanye West had a stupid fucking Twitter rant in the paper instead of on Twitter. Yeah, it's called an editorial, asshole. Can you tell I don't really like Kanye West much? I don't think anybody should. But that's me. That's my opinion. It's only right. I don't know. I suddenly got a bit more assholey tonight than I expected to. This is kind of funny. Because I came up with the idea for this show. I actually thought about this one. Holy shit, I didn't just pull this one out of my ass. I came up with this one days ago. And in the hypocrisy that is social media, I fucking posted it on Twitter. I was like, I'm bound to this show. I was like, episode 22 is anti-social media. Fuck you. And it's not anti-social media. It's anti-social. Like, I'm fucking anti-social. And that's the goddamn media. And I fucking hate social media. And I hate that where you are where I am in the world and my position that I'm currently in right now as you are listening to me dictates that I have to use it. Because you really can't promote a podcast on a street corner. Usually if you're standing on a street corner, you're either asking for money or giving out blowjobs. I'm not doing either. Fortunately. Wow, I really went there. I don't know where I'm going tonight. Really. I think I probably need to go to bed because, I went from social media to blowjob joke and holy fuck. But I'm not tired yet, damn it. And I think I've got enough rant for a bit more. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling tonight. Because I still feel like the entire idea is dumb. Just in that it's the obsession. I think that's it. That's the part that bugs me. You see all those memes and those little fucking political cartoons and the bullshit where people don't fucking put your fucking phone away. Stop taking pictures of your fucking food and obsessing over likes and your Facebook status and how many followers you have and how many retweets and shares and fucking no, that is not reality. I don't consider any of my, other than the people like actually friends, those people did you know outside of the little computer box in your screen on your phone, those aren't your friends. Your friends are those people you know in reality, that you have an actual interaction with on a human level, that maybe you've only communicated with them through the internet, but you have an alternate communication. There's a lot of podcasters who are friends, who are legitimate friends, who communicate through other social means, but maybe have never physically met. They come across each other in reality and say, holy shit, you're in a wheelchair. I don't know. Maybe that could happen. But they establish friendships through other means. They don't just sit there and retweet and reshare and like and bullshit. That's not friendship. That's not a friend. That's a computer. They have trolls and bots and shit that can just do that. And just like your shit and retweet your shit and make it seem like they give a fuck. It's a fucking computer. That's why I don't do a lot of that shit, because I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't feel the need to express all of my little thought processes in the form of a tweet. I save it for here. Why have 140 characters when I can have 90 fucking minutes if I want to of just ranting about bullshit? That's what I do. I'm no good at that. I'm no good at the Twitter thing. I'm no good at the Facebook thing. I think I'm okay with Facebook for me in my personal Facebook. I use it for sharing weird shit that the kids do and pictures of the kids and shit. Like, I don't post a lot of things, but I'll reshare some things. But I'm not one of those crazy fucking, I remember this, or my wife has like 300-400 pictures of her fucking kids. I've got a couple hundred pictures of our kids that I've downloaded from shit she's taken. I don't take pictures. Again, that's why I fail at Instagram and Snapchat, and I could take pictures. I'm not going to. Why? Why do I have to fucking photograph everything? Why do you have to take a picture of everything and post it on your fucking Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever? Why? Why can't you just have a fucking memory? Man, I remember when this one thing happened, and people now, if it's not on a Facebook post, it didn't happen. It's like, oh, you're Facebook official. And I'm official because there's a fucking ring on my finger, damn it. I'm married because there's a ring on my finger and a license in my fucking fire chest that says I am married. I'm in a relationship. I am this and this and this because it fucking happened, not because I posted it on Facebook. And I almost kind of like Facebook. In the limited capacity I use it, I like Facebook to a degree, but I don't like the overuse of Facebook. I don't like the dramatization of Facebook and cyberbullying. There wouldn't be cyberbullying if people didn't put so much fucking emotional investment in Facebook and Twitter. Because back in the day, when it was the Yahoos and the AOLs, you couldn't get into a cyberbullying situation nearly as bad, because chances are your modem was going to click and you'd lose your signal and then it couldn't really harass you much. But, Incidentally, anybody still using dial-up? Besides, the rare farmer that, the only internet they have is like, well, we just got the internet last year. They don't need fucking internet. They only need internet because some asshole said, oh, I only do business online. Fuck you, I don't need to sell my cattle to you. I don't know. Totally off the subject of social media. But when do I have to? I don't have to stick to the fucking subject. I've gotten off course, I think, a few times, now that I think about it. I'm trying really hard. I'm trying more nowadays to stay on subject than I used to. More because I'm making it a point now to find a fucking subject. Because, shit got ranty. And I've been listening to other shows, and I found one guy, and this is one of those, liking me on Twitter and shit like this, because fucking people will, especially podcasters that don't have necessarily strong content or strong followings or good audience interaction, which I don't have any audience interaction. You people don't tell me shit. I would love for you guys to tell me something. Like I've said it before, I'll say it again. If it's great, tell me. If I suck balls, tell me. There we go back to the blowjob thing. I don't know. If you fucking hate the show, tell me. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you like. I want to fucking know. Tell me on Twitter. That's the fucking deal. That's why I have social media. I have social media as a communication device for this program. I have my Facebook show page, my facebook.com/odddadout show page, so you can. I probably put more shit there. I think I will share shit from Facebook, little pictures and shit from Facebook that pop up that I think fit me and the tone of this show. I will put shit there on Facebook. I'm probably most active on Facebook because I've had it for 6 years versus the 9 months that I've had my Twitter. Twitter exists. My Twitter and my Google Plus exist entirely as communication devices for this program, all of which have the same name. So pick your poison. But they're all means to contact me. That is, for me, that is it. It is point of contact. It's like having a pager and a cell phone and a home phone and an email address and being able to read smoke signals and what's that moss say over there, and maybe there's an etching on that rock. That's what fucking social media usage is for me. It's just another means of communication. It is a way for you to reach me so I don't have to give you my actual phone number. I ain't doing that. There's some guys that do it. Really, they do. They give you your fucking phone number. I'm not, sorry. I got debt collectors that call me. I don't need fucking people trying to leave me voicemails to my show. Even though it'd be awesome. I think if I actually put my phone number out there, I think somebody would call me just to find out if it was real. Like the email for Hello from the Magic Tavern. Every week he fucking says... It's like, yep, Magic Tavern at puppies.supplies. It's a real email. About 90% of the email I get is just people saying, is this a real email? Well, odddadout@gmail.com doesn't sound so fake, does it? So email me. My phone goes off 100 fucking times a day with this guy on Twitter just posted this, or just was friends with that, or I've got an email from some bullshit. So I check my email. I probably check my email a lot more than anything else. I've got 3 fucking email addresses that I actually check. One is show related. One is my old bullshit AIM email that I mentioned. And I have a nice, happy little professional. This is Adam Higgins' email. That's Adam Higgins' professional email, which I mostly have for bills. But I fucking check that shit. My Facebook, I might get on... If I scroll through Facebook just to see, hey, is anything interesting? Nope. Okay, click. I only check Twitter because it won't shut the fuck up. And I only look at Google Plus when I'm posting a show. I have all of that set to notify me if anybody were to actually send me a message or like anything. Or YouTube. I've got a YouTube channel. Some of you actually listen on the YouTube channel, although I will admit the irony that it's inefficient to listen to a podcast on YouTube because it is in fact not a video. But it's another medium to distribute this program. I'm also on Stitcher. I don't use Stitcher. I don't know anybody who uses Stitcher. I have gotten 1 play in all this time from Stitcher, and it was me making sure that I could fucking listen to the show on Stitcher. But that's the reality of it. But for me, my entire social media usage is promotion, and I kind of suck at that because I don't have that many listeners. But I've also been doing this for less than a year, and so there's a ceiling. There's a point you get to where you just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, and eventually people will start paying attention. And there's some bullshit shows out there who have thousands of listeners, and I listen to them because I've started listening to some of these podcasts to start following me, and sometimes I think, holy fuck, I'm a lot better than a lot of assholes out there. And then I think, maybe not. I'm not that confident. I have this thing called low self-esteem. But I do believe that my general production and my sense of something, I don't know. I had a thought. I lost it. That happens sometimes. But there's a lot of shit shows out there. There's a lot of people who are out there just to get likes and get friends and followers and bullshit. And that's not what the world should be about, damn it. Put your damn phone away. It doesn't matter how many likes your picture got. And have a real human interaction. I want an interaction. Unfortunately, nowadays, all people know how to interact with is social media. So, I'm going to say it again for the 100th fucking time. I think I've probably mentioned all my social media more times today than any other time. Whereas most guys will give you everything in every show a couple of times. But, again, for me, you can find me. The webpage that I currently live at is odddadout.blogspot.com. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter and Google Plus and Tumblr, and I think I might have something else out there, I don't know, at odddadout. That is odddadout with a fuck ton of D's, because it was a 1, 2, 3, 4... We got 3 in a row, and 2 on each end, and lots of D. I don't know why I just did that, but that is Odd Dad Out on Twitter and Facebook and Tumblr and Google Plus and Blogspot and WordPress.com, but I haven't updated that in a while. I probably just need to scrap that. And if you want to get in touch with my wife, you can also email her. I don't know why. If you're listening to this, I don't know why. If you want to get in touch with my wife, you can email her at momanddadcuss@gmail.com. That's right. That's my other show where I have to suddenly stop talking about my kids on this one because otherwise I won't know what to talk about there. But I've gone on for 40 minutes ranting about social media, so I think we're good. But I think I've done that for enough this week. I've already given you the social media stuff. So, until next week, subscribe, go on iTunes, rate it. 5 stars would be great. Give me a review. I want a fucking review. Somebody send me a fucking review. Damn it. Or send it on social media. That would be great too. You know what? I fucking hate social media, but you know what? If that's how you're gonna fucking reach me, fucking reach me. Just reach me. Somewhere, somehow, some way, communicate with me. And until next week, I'm Adam Higgins, the Odd Dad Out. Thank you, and good night.